Yeah, good afternoon, YouTube. This is my little heat gun, an EcoHeat model EC-100, it looks like. And one of the problems is, I ran into it a few years back, the slide switch broke. It would no longer turn off, it would just go into the 1 or 2 position. That's kind of the low and high heat mode. And like I say, it wouldn't turn off, and I thought the switch inside had actually broken. But what actually happened was the little piece of plastic here that holds the switch in place had broken, and that let the whole switch itself slide back and forth when you moved the slider. But I kept using it because I could just plug it in and it would run, and then I'd unplug it and it would stop. And I tried to open it once, but there's a little tiny screw. There's 5 big screws, and then there's this one tiny screw down here that I could not get out. Anyway, yesterday I was using this and it stopped, and I guess the switch finally turned off. So this morning I decided I would pull it apart, got in here with a screwdriver and popped that one little tiny screw loose, and then I found this broken piece of plastic here. So what I did was I built up behind it with some epoxy putty, and I've let that harden, and then now the switch is in there really solid, and now I can put the slider on and everything works normally, and I've checked it out, it runs again. So I think that's a successful repair. And then one thing I've found to get this back together, you can see right down here, this is the kind of the housing for the fan. There's the fan that pulls the air or blows the air through the heat gun. But there's a little plastic tab right there. It kind of holds that in place. But when you take this apart, that thing kind of pops out of there. So what you have to do is get in there and kind of pry it back, because otherwise you can't get the top half of the case put on. So I think I will let this epoxy cure overnight, and then I'm going to put this back together in the morning. But anyway, if you have a heat gun like this and the switch goes bad, it might not be the switch itself. So pull it open and actually see what's inside there. Okay, here we go. Got the heat gun all put back together, plugged it in, and got low speed and high speed and off. So that looks like a successful repair. Just a little tedious getting all the internal pieces lined up, because you got to get the the other case half around the back of the fan on this end, and then you also have to get it over into a groove on the heat shield on this end. Once you get it to go all the way together, then you can put the screws in, because the screws won't pull it together unless you have everything lined in there right. So that's how to fix the slide switch on an EcoHeat heat gun. So hopefully that helps someone if they have a similar heat gun and the switch down here quits working. That might be your problem. It was just a broken piece of plastic and the switch itself was fine. So anyway, I will catch you guys later. As always, thanks for watching.